Let us take a peek at how this housing market news is affecting the home builders. Bloomberg's Chris Valerio joins us from the newsroom. Chris?
Hey, Mark. Well, no surprise that we have home builders falling on this session. In fact, the S&P 500 housing index down for a second time this week. Now, there's also some analyst calls kind of weighing on the overall group. Going to start out with D.R. Horton. This company was cut to a sell at Citigroup. Analysts there saying that shares of this home builder are 15%, at least 15% overvalued. Now, it's an interesting call because you might remember about a week ago, Goldman Sachs came out and added this stock to its conviction buy list. So it'll be interesting to see. But as you can see on the day, today at least, shares of D.R. Horton certainly falling. Now, meantime, we have KB Homes also cut to underperform at Raymond James. Now, home builders, to give you a little bit of context, up 87% since they hit their lows in March. Now, far outperforming the S&P 500. The group, people have been buying these stocks, as you can see there. The question, of course, can it continue? Now, from a technical standpoint, yes, we've seen that they're extremely overbought, these stocks. Certainly, we'll see if it's going to continue to be that case. Also, if you take a look at the Fibonacci, again, that technical level, it continues to hit that support line, has not gone above it. People watching to see if indeed the home builder index is going to go above it. But I also wanted to kind of take a step back and just think about the overall housing index. And this is something that Dave Rosenberg, the chief economist at Gluskin Sheff, actually pointed out today. And he said, you know, 1 in 8 Americans right now have their mortgage in either foreclosure or in arrears, in the arrears process. 1 in 6 is either unemployed or underemployed, and 1 in every 7 housing units in the U.S. is sitting vacant right now. He said these figures kind of are the twilight zone. So a lot of people watching this housing market, of course, it's what's got us into this mess to begin with. One other thing that Rosenberg noted in his report that he just put out a few minutes ago, or I should say about half an hour ago, was that if there is one surprise this quarter, it certainly could be if we see a drop in home prices, because universally a lot of people have said they think we've seen the bottom in those residential housing prices. He says if you see a drop in housing prices, which could happen, that it would certainly really surprise the market, something to keep an eye on. Mark.
Bloomberg's Chris Valerio joining us. Chris, thanks.